Hi guys, it's Victoria. Welcome to Form Fridays. Today we will be doing Warrior 2. So I'll show you how to get in it from the ground and from standing up. So since I'm standing up, we'll start that way. So it's pretty easy to get into it from standing up. I'll start in this wide-legged position here. Both my toes are facing the long end of my mat. And I will be having my right foot pointed forward for this one to show you guys. So when I have this wide-legged stance, my heels are already in line with each other because that's what we want in Warrior 2. So all I'll have to do is lift up my right toes and open up my hip so that my right toes are now facing the short end of my mat. Once I have that, I can bend that right knee. Again, if I look at my feet, I'm drawing a line and my heels would be in a line with each other. My back left foot will be a little bit internally rotated so that my toes are facing more towards my body than straight or even away from my body. You want it slightly internal. I'm pressing through my right foot throughout the whole foot. My back foot, I'll be pressing more on the outer edge of the foot in this pose. So once I have my legs where they need to be, my right leg is bent, my left knee has a slight bend in it, but my leg is relatively straight. Now I'm going to check in with the rest of my body. So you'll hear the saying, head over heart, heart over pelvis. So that's exactly what's happening here. I'm not tilted forward, I'm not tilted back. My torso, this part of my body, all in one line. Once you have that checked out, you can raise your hands laterally to your sides. Your palms will be facing the mat. And you gaze towards your right hand, maybe the middle finger here. Again, trying not to reach forward when you do this, reach back, but nice and straight, supported. Reach those arms back as much as you can, opening up the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades. And gazing at the fingertips. Okay. Some other things to keep note of is that you want your hips to both-ish be facing the long side of your mat, right? My hips are pointed out this way, so try to keep that in mind. I'm not shifting weird this way to the right, and I'm not overly shifted into my left hip. They're both relatively straight on the long side of my mat here. So great, once you're in this, you can come out of it however which way you want. I'm gonna heel toe. I'll show you how to get into it if you're already on the mat, which usually involves some extra steps, but here we go. Okay, so I'll do my right leg forward again. So I'll get into my low lunge, and then I'll move into my high lunge. Now, the little difference with this high lunge is usually I would just send myself up like this, right? Both my hips facing forward. But if you want to get into Warrior 2, once I'm up on my left back toes, I'll drop my left heel onto the mat already. So I'm already opening up my left hip. And once you do this again, if you check in with your heels here, they'll be in one line. And you can push through this right leg to come up into that Warrior 2 that way. So it's just a matter of coming up here into this lunge position to opening up those left toes so that my left heel can drop and my foot is now facing the long edge of my mat. The toes is facing the long edge of my mat. I stand up like so. So yeah, a few different ways that you can get into that pose depending on what sequencing you're doing. So yeah, thank you.